Hello and welcome to Bricks and Toys, and thank you guys so much for four-digit numbers, everybody. Yes, we are watching the 1,000 subscriber episode. Today, before we get into this, I want to tell you guys and vent to you guys a story of the hardships that this 1,000 subscriber episode and situation shouldn't have ever been. So I'm going to take you guys back about a month. We hit 900 subscribers, and then shortly after we did that, we had the celebration of building the Lamborghini Cayenne. And about that time, which was about 2 weeks after we hit 900, I was stuck at 939 subscribers. And I was like, you know what? It is what it is. You know, hopefully we'll make it to 1,000 and then continue to grow from there. You know, these holdups happen. And then one day I pulled out my phone, I checked it in the morning, and 9:39. Pulled it out a few hours later, and it was at like 9:56. And I was like, oh shoot, what happened? And usually with those kind of things, I could track it down to what videos you guys are watching and subscribing to. And I could not find for the life of me what video you guys watched to create that to happen. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to let it just go on down and slide. You know, it is what it is. Fast forward, 2 more weeks later, we're now shooting up. 991, 995, 997, 999, and I'm like, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. Woohoo! You know, let's go ahead. Let's get the build ready. Let's go. Woohoo! Woo! I'm super hyped. Woke up 1,002, and I was like, yes, we got it. Thank you all for subscribing. And I was like, yes, awesome. We're on our way. Well, guys, later that afternoon, after enjoying maybe 2 to 4 hours of 1,000 subscriber mark, 12 subscribers evaporated. Now, I'm not a dumb man. I'm quite bright, maybe not bright as some, and I know what a scam and a sham looks like. And what ended up happening to my belief is that one day, 2 weeks before I hit 1,000, somebody saw one of my videos, took my username, and then made a few sham accounts and then subscribed with those sham accounts. Now, I don't know why people would do this, but I've done Reddit forums on Google and researching this, and it's quite common. It happens on TikTok and Instagram. It's kind of like inflating your account. Usually, people in my situation would pay for their accounts to be inflated and not inflated by someone doing it for free. Either way, I would never inflate my account. I don't roll like that, and I don't do shit like that. But the thing is, in this scenario, it made me get to 1,000 super fast, and I was super excited, and then I lost it all in just a few hours. Well, not it all, just 12. And that was a huge bummer. Now, it has taken me 4 days to get back to 1,000 at the time of filming this. And you know what? Thank you guys so much to continue on and subscribe and watch the videos. I appreciate you guys so freaking much. Like, I cannot put it into words, and I cannot wait for this community to get bigger than just 1,000. That was the story of 1,000 subscribers. But I have one more story for you guys, and this one is just bonkers. Now, you guys know how my investor and I, we like to roll off eBay, right? We like to do sometimes what I call a Captain Save a Lego project, or we just buy what like this is from eBay and then tell you guys a story about it. Well, this was not our original 1,000 subscriber build. You see, the whole goal of 1,000 subscribers was to take $1 for every single subscriber and put that towards the build. And that's exactly what we did. We took $1,000 for 1,000 of you guys and put it down on a build. And what we were going to build was a Captain Save a Lego project of the 2008 Green Grocer. Now, you guys may be sitting behind the camera going, wait, he said $1,000. A Green Grocer's $1,500. How does that make any sense? Well, guys, let me tell you. what we found on eBay was the most legitimate listing for an example of somebody who took a greengrocer, took $500 worth of parts out of it because it's got 2 rare elements, and those 2 rare elements make up 102 to 104 pieces. And to buy those pieces cost $500 exactly on Bricklink. Somebody made a perfect listing of a greengrocer missing those pieces and sold it to us for $500. Now, looking at the pictures of the listing, I quickly found out that those parts were missing and that they would cost me $500 more to get fixed. And I thought, you know what would be really cool to do for my fans than just a normal unboxing and everything? Let's go ahead and let's do a Captain Save a Lego project on the big scale. Like, that would just be awesome, because you guys know how much I like to get Lego sets and restore them and bring them back to their former glory. And I love to make those videos for you guys because they're a little bit different than what's out there on YouTube right now. But guess what? It was a scam. The guy stole the listing from somebody, took out the fact that the parts were missing, which, you know what? That was the only illegitimate thing on the listing, was that the guy said that the set was not complete. He didn't say it was complete. He didn't say it wasn't complete. It just was what it was. But I knew the angle, and I was comfortable with the angle. Because if we could restore the greengrocer and have a total of $1,100 total into the greengrocer, we could go ahead and have a set worth $1,500 to $1,700. And no one be the wiser that we had to replace the pieces. Plus, the pieces I'd get from Bricklink probably came from a greengrocer in 2008 anyway. But it was all a scam. The guy took my mom's money and ran. And at that particular point in time, I'm seeing the counter come down, and we're about to hit 1,000 like that, and we're going fast. So I go ahead and I pull the 1,000 out of my rear end, and I go to eBay and I find a crushed box example of what you see in front of you. And it came, and it's real, and at least we now have a $1,000 build that's new in bag. We'll talk more about that later for you guys. So no Captain Save a Lego, but at least we have a $1,000 build nonetheless to do for you guys. And this is one that I have been super excited for. I originally wanted to do a Death Star, but Death Stars in the last year, they became a set you can get from $1,200. Now they're upwards of $1,800. So when we hit 2,000 subscribers, I'll do the Death Star. How about that? You guys can hold me to it. So that's enough story time. Don't think that I'm whining or crying, guys, because I actually enjoy having these negative experiences to make content about them and tell you guys about them. And in case you guys want to go out and create a YouTube channel, don't think shooting up 15 subscribers in a couple hours is something that you did and people are enjoying your videos. Somebody saw a video and they decided to spoof you. That's probably what it is. That's what happened to me. And just because a listing on eBay makes sense, $500 for a greengrocer, $600 in repair, that equals out to a normal price of a greengrocer, well, a low-end normal price of it. So that makes sense. I'm going to buy that listing. It doesn't work like that, guys, and I found out, but we made it nonetheless. And thank you guys so much for a legitimate 1,000 subscribers at the time of filming this. I stuck true to taking $1 for every one of you. And what do we have? Well, let's talk about what we have, because this is the 2012 Lego Advanced Models. Now, this is the last of the Advanced Models. After this, we moved into the 2013 Palace Cinema, which was a Creator Expert. And I believe we took Creator Expert all the way until the Bookshop. And then the police station was the first icons of the type. So we used to have Advanced, Expert, Icons. So this is the last of the last. Now, this one, from what I've heard, is the one where they went out with a bang on the Advanced Models. It's crazy to think this new in box is a straight G, but a Palace Cinema 1 year later is pushing $300. Can you guys believe the price difference? Now, I did hear that this is an incredible set compared to the Palace Cinema, but it's just crazy to think that before this, we had the Pet Shop dud, and then after this, we had the Palace Cinema, which was a dud as well in the terms of reviews. But this is one that ever since I made a Lego City, I've just been like, what's a Lego City without a library or a bookstore, a post office, a police station, a hospital, a town hall? We don't have a hospital yet, but we do have a town hall, and we need to make it happen. So when everything went south with everything, this is what I bought for you guys. And I'm so excited. It is a 14 and older set with this one. It is set number 10224, coming in at 2,766 pieces. For the time, this set did retail for $200 US, and it was one of the larger or largest of its type at that time. We've now gotten the Natural History Museum, which is about $300, and yet it was over 4,000 pieces. Back then, this was the cheese to get. And I'm super excited because all of this lovely cheese you see right here fits on one 32 by 32 base plate. Now, I don't have a place in the Lego City just yet for this guy, but we will get there somewhere in late summer this year of getting this integrated into the Lego City. So I'm going to actually build this Lego set on its base plate because I don't have a Mills plate ready for it, which is something that I've never really done with these modulars. I've always built them on a Mills plate. I took the base plate, turned it into a Mills. I probably have the pieces to do it, but it wouldn't come out the way that I want it done. So we're going to actually do this full review just as it is in the box. Now, one of the reasons I did get this set as cheap as I did, I paid a straight $1,000 out the door. That's after taxes and shipping and the cost of the set. Now, one of the reasons I got it for that price is because, well, if you guys can't tell in camera, the box is demolished. One of my biggest fears of getting a demolished box like this is like with the Disney Castle we did last May, is the smaller bags fall out of the box. But we've already confirmed everything to be whole, so we'll go over the bags here in a second, because the way that the bags are done in advanced models is just perverted and it's twisted. If anybody enjoys old Lego, you guys are sadistic. So let's go over the box one time, and then we'll start moving on into the box. Now, like with Creator Expert Advanced Models, they did put the list of parts on the side, and like with Lego sets all the way into today, we do have a 1-to-1 scale of some of the parts put together. Nowadays they just use one of the parts, where back here they actually used a big chunk of the parts. Now, one thing that's really interesting to note on the front of this box is we got the unit, we got how it comes apart, that's all normal. Usually this is on the back of the box with modern sets, and we can expect the set to be about 20 inches tall, which is pretty tall for a modular, and about 10 inches wide, which is the base plate width, which that is awesome. But we don't have anything on the front of this box that says Lego Town Hall. And that's why I find it on the internet, sometimes people calling it the mayor's office. It's a town hall, we all know. Now, let's look at this side of the box. We just have a very plain side with legal eagles. We got Join the Lego Club. What's that, the VIP program nowadays? The Insiders. We have a picture of the set, nothing too special. Let's bring it on down to the top. We just have some components of the set. Now, the bottom of this box is undone because I did open it from the bottom because it kind of fell apart when I took it out of the box. So let's take a look at the bottom. And what do we have? Picture of the set and the barcode that's been scratched off. Taking a look at the back of the set, we can see a lot of the features. It looks to be that we're going to be expecting some people to get married at Town Hall, which is really cool because my mom's last marriage to her husband that passed away was actually done in a Town Hall just like that. So that's pretty cool to see. It looks like they're paying the official, they're throwing the bouquet, they're having a lovely blast. Man, these guys are just celebrating their whole darn wedding down here at the Town Hall. That's really cool. Now, one thing cool about this set is every one of these modular buildings usually has a really unique feature. This one was the first, and so far the only one to actually have a working elevator. So that's one thing really cool to note. Of course, they tell you that you can bridge it together with other modulars. They go over all 4 layers. We got a base floor, a middle floor, another middle floor. This looks like a conference room over here. This looks like some type of office space. So, really cool with all the floors. I really like that clear ceiling with the garage doors folded over. That's a really cool looking technique. This is going to be a really primitive building as the older modulars are. We can expect that. In terms of older modulars, we do have the set featured with the 2010 Grand Emporium, the 2011 Pet Store with this set right next to it. And all three of these buildings are super unique, and they don't look good together in that row. But I'm pretty sure with the way I'm going to put it in the Lego City, it's going to look great. So now let's actually go over and let's talk about what's in the box. Now, there's really no straightforward answer to what's in the box, because the way that they did these back then was step 1, 2, and 3. It's actually more like books 1, books 2, and books 3. They really loved this back then, Lego did, but, it wouldn't have earned the name Advanced Models if they didn't do it like that. So when you go through and you do your pour, according to Reddit, you are to be expecting 30-ish bags. Some say 29, some say 30. There's no clear answer. All I know is when you have that amount of bags and yet no clear answer, it's very unsettling. So I'm going to count these out really quick, and then I'm going to be right back with a total count of all of what we have. I've already confirmed it, but I want to show you guys the severity of how they numbered these bags back then. Okay, so a few moments later, here's how it breaks down. We got one 32 by 32 base plate and like a tan color. We have a cardboard plastic envelope here with 3 books, like I said. And then we have one loose bag, and we have book 1, book 2, and book 3. That's how it's done. These bags are not numbered anything above 3. So like I said, we should have 30 bags total. So for bag 1, we have 8 medium-sized bags, and then we have like 4 smaller bags and 2 small bags, making a total of 14 bags in step number 1. For step number 2, we have 1 large bag and 3 medium bags, and a single small number 2 bag. In total, we have 5 bags for number 2, so that brings us up to 19 bags total. So for number 3, we have 2 large bags, what looks to be 5 medium-sized 3 bags, and then 3 small 3 bags. And that makes up another 10 bags. That brings us up to a total of 29 bags total for this set, which is the 29 that I read on the internet. But then some people say 30, and I think the reason that they say 30 is these pieces right here. Now, one really cool thing to note is all these older modular buildings, they have a piece to them that makes them expensive. And for this set, like 10 pieces popped up to be incredibly rare and expensive. But one of the most expensive pieces, I'm not sure if it was the white or the gray, they can be worth upwards of $8 a piece. So that's very expensive. Other expensive parts that we have in this set are black pyramids. Those are like $5 or so a piece. A lot of 50 cents a piece type of pieces in here. And then we have the minifigures of, I think it is the bride. Just her torso alone is like $10. So we do have some expensive pieces, but not enough to justify the $1,000 price tag that this set has currently on the second market. Unlike the Green Grocer, who straight up has $500 worth of rare pieces. That is justified. But with this one, I don't quite see it yet, other than just the demand for this set is there, and that's why it's so expensive. So the set's unboxed. You guys know that it's complete. Well, at least it should be complete. A few of the bags were broken open. I had to get the pieces, put them back into the bags, tape the bags shut. So everything's new other than that. And there's not much more to say. Then I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to get it built, and then we're just going to do a full review. So I'm going to take an actual, maybe a few days to get this done and complete. And for you guys, it's going to be the next clip. So here's the review. So it's been a few days, and the town hall is done. Let's turn around and let's go over and let's review it, and also talk about its history along the way and what inspired some parts of it. Let's go. Okay, so here we have the 2012 Lego Town Hall. Let's just casually take a look, going around, kind of playing on the sides, back windows. There's a lot of back windows. Lower half is plastic and frame. Upper half is just the shutters in the frame, no plastic. We do have an interesting slot down the back. We'll talk more about that. And then playing up here, or on this side. And then coming around here, here's the roof. We've got some interesting roof technique here. We'll talk more about that in a second. So now, let's start here and let's talk about it. So here we have the highest part of the set. There's a little bell tower in there with a printed clock piece. Then we come down and we finish off the roof with some nice detailing in an 1891 that's brick built. That is old Kirk Christensen's birthday, the founder of Lego. And then we come down over here. We've got some nice flower pots breaking up that. We have some nice arched windows. I do like how the windows on this floor is different than the one below it. And then here we do have flower pots in every window. But then we do have a balcony with an opening door. That is our mayor minifigure. And then we come down here. And in between those two croissants is a little shield tile. And that is supposed to be inspired by the plaque or something of Bill in Denmark itself. Then coming on down, we have windows on either side. We got these nice little white pillars. And then we got flowers on either side. We have these two kids playing around. Pretty basic minifigures in this era. We got a couple going down the aisle or maybe out of the town hall. And then we have a lady with a camera taking pictures. That camera build is really unique. And then that about does it for the front. Now let's go through the levels pretty quickly. Oh, I forgot to mention, we do have a maintenance man up here on the roof. And behind the clock tower, you'll see a ladder. And that ladder is actually a maintenance ladder for him to use to get up there and maintenance that bell. Also, while we're up here on the roof, I do want to mention these tile pieces that go from here to like here. They're like 6 by 24 tile pieces. Those are $35 a piece, and there's 2 on this set. So this roof's like worth $100. We do have a little trap door with a little ladder that allows you to get up here. Then we have these garage door elements making that skylight. Let's go ahead, let's peel off our first layer. Coming on in, it looks to be a conference room. I guess the big cheese sits in the big chair, I guess. That's how that works. We have some foliage in either corner and a nice little guardrail. And if you're wondering if any of that dark brown broke while putting it together, you'd be correct. A lot of it did. And then we have a nice little printed globe. And that does it for this floor. But we can see it does go all the way down into the very lower, what's called the auditorium. Now you will see that there is a door right here with these 2 call buttons. That is because there is an elevator in this set that does get to come up and actually lock in up here like that. And when the elevator is called up, you can open the door and step onto the elevator. See, when you pull it out, you can see it goes bye-bye. Now let's move on to our next floor. Now coming into this floor, like I already mentioned, there is a balcony with an opening door. It opens up right there. We do have the mayor's office with like a frog statue, a painting. That chair build is very interesting. Lego making the best of what they had. He is secured by a door, so, he can keep people out. And how does he keep people out? Well, with his secretary that's actually currently at her desk working. The secretary is right in front of the elevator. So when people come on in, she basically stops the BS in its tracks. We can come in and get a little bit of a lower look at that lower area down there. So now let's be off with this layer. And then here we are at the lowest layer. And there's that lower area right there where they can do public meetings. Then there is a little tax area, so when you're ready to go get your butt taxed, you can go in there and get taxed. There's these nice little see-through windows right here so that, the tax person, I guess, can hear what's going on. Another little breeze-through window right here. This is a little bit of a lobby with a bust statue and a bench. And, of course, that goes right into the elevator. That comes out right through there. The doorway is tiled off, and there is a door going in here, but not one here or in here. But we do have some really nice big brick-built doors, as you can see right behind them. Those are really nice. They don't open up fully, but they're there. Coming along to the back of the building, we do have a back door, a light, and we do have some shrubbery. And then right here, we do have a little maintenance area to get below the elevator to service it. Taking a look at the elevator. It does come right out of the set and looks like that. With the set all back together, there's just a few more little things to talk about. What I would like to say is this floor the same height as that floor? If you said yes, you'd be wrong, because this floor up here is actually 1/3 of a brick shorter than that one. Small detail, but you know, it's there. Because every brick is 3/3, as I like to put it. So this is 1/3 smaller than that. So one of the issues with this set, I can tell you right now, is there's a reason that they started putting so many jumper plates in these sets. And the reason that is things like this bowing right here. Okay? And if you look along the side, this side's not too bad, but if you come over here, you can really see, hear my finger right there? You can see how it's overlapping. This set is built 100% correct, and brick is brick. But those gaps and those lines just tell me that we need more jumpers. Because if we had more jumper plates, we could force this into position like we do on the newer buildings. But overall, not a bad building. Let's come out and wrap up this video, talk a little bit more about 1,000 subscribers and this set. Here we are at the end of our 1,000 subscriber episode. And before I tell you my thoughts about this building, I want to share a few more little key details about 1,000 subscribers and the channel. The good news is it's been about another 3 days since I started this video. We are progressing after 1,000 subscribers, so no more scammers. This video is definitely going to come out when you guys are watching it. Obviously, you guys are watching it. I'm just filming it right now. So that is a really big positive. When it comes to the monetization, I'm only going to share this information this one time because I'm super excited about it, and I honestly don't really make anything from it at this current point. But when I do get down the road, I'll let you guys know when I'm making a living doing this. As of right now, I'm definitely not. Still paying out of pocket for everything. Just because you hit 1,000 does not mean you're rolling in the dough. So, as of currently, a fun fact about being monetized, I am making a current $1 and some change a day already. So, to me, that's like a huge thing to me right now. That is like everything to me. A lot of YouTubers, when they start making money, they're like, I don't make anything, I make pennies, blah, blah, blah. Well, you know what? To me, $1 a day is a huge, thing, because that just tells me I'm going in the right direction. So that is incredible. YouTube has put a per 1,000 views value on my channel, and that's about $6.40 per 1,000 views. And if I can average, the 20,000 views that I do average, well, it's about 18 to 19, again, it's not a living wage, but it's something that says you're doing it and I need to keep it up. So that is all really good positives right there. The biggest takeaway of the 1,000 subscribers is about 6 months ago, I had to basically distance myself from my older brother, who pretty much told me over and over again, and he was starting to get a little frustrated towards me, saying that I would never reach 1,000, nor would I ever get monetized. And that was really hard for me, and I had to distance myself from that energy in order to keep going, because I'm going to tell you guys, November and December were some really hard months to get through, and if I didn't distance myself from him 2 months before, I probably would have quit this channel. But now I am monetized, I am making it, so I think sometime soon I should send him a text and catch up, because it's been 6 months, and I hope he's doing well. I really don't know much. But that's what I had to do in order to keep this channel going, and I'm so glad that I did, because we're here celebrating 1,000, and it's awesome. Now, back to the modular building. $1,000 for this building. Now, as you guys heard in the review, there is 2 pieces in the roof, a 6x24 plate. There's 2 of them. Each of those plates cost about $35 a piece on Bricklink. So just the roof alone is about $100 worth of pieces. But the $1,000 for this set new in a crushed box, is it worth it? Honestly, guys, no. I mean, it's really not. The only reason that we did this is because A, I want this building, and B, I wanted to show you guys my thankfulness to you all by taking $1 for every single one of you guys and putting it towards a build. And this was like the first thing that came to mind behind the Death Star from 2005. Unfortunately, the Death Star from 2005 is one of those UCS sets that have gone up in the last year. So you know what? How about we reach 2,000 subscribers, and then I'll take another $1 for every one of you, and we'll go get that one next. That sounds like a good plan to me. You let me know. I really enjoy doing a advanced models modular building new in box. I usually buy these advanced model era kits used where I have to clean them and inventory them. This was the exception. Now with that box being crushed and some bags being broken open and some pieces being loose in the box, were we missing any pieces or bags throughout the build? Absolutely no bags missing. We were missing one 1x6 light bluish gray tile. I have dozens of those in the garage because that's what I do my city sidewalks with. So no big deal. We were missing one single part on this whole 2,000 some odd piece kit. So that's not bad at all. A couple more facts is this is the most tallest modular building at almost 20 inches tall. They still have not made another modular building as tall as this. They've only have gone wide and not tall. Maybe on the next one they should go wide and tall and see about getting us 8,000 piece modular building. I don't know. I'm just spitballing here. Maybe for the 20th anniversary we can do that. But it holds the record for the tallest, even though it's been blown out of the water by Assembly Square and the Natural History Museum as in terms of piece counts. Overall, I'm really happy with the building, and I'm really happy I chose this to celebrate 1,000 subscribers and to share this experience with you guys. I don't have any more to say other than if you guys want to support the channel, a little thanks button down below. If you guys click that, you guys can leave a small donation. Helps afford Lego sets like this and support the Lego hobby all around me. If that's not your thing, go ahead and please consider subscribing to the channel if you guys like old Lego reviews to new Lego reviews and Lego restorations and so much more mocks. We go down the line, everybody. As usual, share this video with your friends and comment your thoughts down below. What do you guys think about the town hall? Do you guys like the town hall? Up next on the channel, we're going to be experimenting with LED lighting. Not in modular buildings, but in some Lego sets. I got some Light My Brick kits for my birthday. We're going to start off with an easy one, and then later on, at the end of April, we're going to do a much harder one. So if you guys want to see some Light My Bricks action, check out that video in a couple days, or it's already live now. Depends when you watch this. So with that, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for 1,000 subscribers. Here's to the next 1,000, and you all have a good one.